Oh, what a fine day it is! Let's go take a look at what's going on Steam. See if we can find something good while we eat this delicious biscotti. Salted caramel biscotti, might I add. Buy nonis. Go buy yourself a noni, because nobody knows ya like noni. That's good. RPG Maker is a powerful tool, in the right hands of course. A lot of people don't realize its full potential, but it's the reason some really interesting and fun games exist. Games like Lisa, or Yumi Nikki, or even Space Funeral are great examples of the engine being used to make something truly unique. They're all quite an experience, and take the typical concepts of RPG Maker and turn them into something extraordinary. My point is, they try something different to set themselves apart from the mess that is other RPG Maker games. Unfortunately, not all games are created equal. For every unique and interesting idea that's been executed well, there's also been several others executed terribly. For instance, Eaten Alive. It claims to be a point-and-click adventure horror game with puzzle and mystery elements, but it's clearly an RPG Maker game. RPG Maker game that uses the mouse? Okay, I'm intrigued. I should probably preface this by saying this was a game gifted by my buddy Valdi Tiusi about, I think, a year ago? When it was still in early access. But it's not in early access anymore, so I guess the game is finished? It's gotta be a finished product then, right? You know, a full-fledged game? Whatever, let's check it out. Back to basics gaming, more like back to the drawing board. Ah yes, Eaten Alive. What a grand old title screen this is. One of the greatest title screens I think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a greater title screen than this. I mean, look, I've got this tiny little mouse hand from like 90s Windows, and look, listen to that music. It's actually pretty good. Okay, this looks promising. I guess I better play the tutorial first. Get a grip on the game. Oh, somebody actually showed up. Somebody had to, I guess. The tutorial's pretty straightforward. This is Mia, and she's kind of a huge bitch. Don't worry, she'll tell you, just like any good vegan. She tells you how to move with the mouse, and how you can hold shift to run if you so need to, because, you know, there's zombies in this game and you don't want to get grabbed by them. And she also makes sure you know that you're fucked. That's good foreshadowing right there, what can I say? You have one shot at getting away from all the zombies when they grab you. You have to do it via a quick time event minigame, and if you fail, you instantly die. That's right, you only get one hit and you're dead. And this is a permadeath game, so when you die, you have to start back over at the beginning of the game. Anyways, we know the basics now. Let's go play Mia's story. And this is where I start having problems with the game. For starters, once you click Mia's story, the entire game minimizes for some reason. If you're in full screen, it will automatically go to windowed mode, which doesn't work for me because I'm trying to record in full screen. And for some reason, every time I'd have to restart the game, I'd have to put it back in full screen. It's really annoying. It only does this when you click on Mia's story, though. If you try to go into the tutorial, it's fine, but what can you do? Your sticks are fucking good, dude. The game begins with you playing as Mia, and there's a simple little exchange between her and this guy named Mac. I don't know, it's just something to set up. Anyway, she says something about him not being her daddy, and I don't really get it. And now you have your first mission, to escape the room. You know, an escape the room puzzle. Isn't that fun? But my question is, why would you want to escape? I mean, it's a zombie apocalypse, right? Who would want to get out during a zombie apocalypse? Anyways, questionable bullshit aside, this game is stupid. And I mean stupid. It is literally a game of I Spy, where you have to move your mouse around and find the right pixel to make things happen, I guess. That's the best way I can describe it. It's infuriating because most of the stuff in this game doesn't really stick out from anything in particular, and when you mouse over it, it's really hard to tell because the hitboxes are very tiny. Well, isn't that good? I actually spent about maybe 30 minutes in this room alone. It's annoying. I gave up and had to look up an FAQ. What you're actually supposed to do is get a power cord for the computer from this box, then plug into the computer and get a passcode for the generator, then go over to the generator and turn off the power so that you can open the door.
Blue streak speeds by, Sonic the Hedgehog, too fast.
The power goes out, Mac dies, and now you can actually leave the building and go out into the city. Go out into the streets with all the ravenous zombies, with the horde of the undead and the never-living. It's locked. I'm beginning to think I'm not welcome around here. Well, nothing on this map's gonna let me in, so maybe I should head north and check out what's up there. Oh, that's a good one. Locked, 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 locked again. Oh boy, locked. I don't know who you are, but stop looking at me. Eventually I find a room that I can access, and it's literally just a room. But there's a key in here, so that's a start. I can actually unlock something now. Is that who I think it is? That's Jim Cook and Sterling, son. Oh my god! Yeah, so Jim Sterling's in this game, apparently. What a good cameo. He's in charge of the game corner, and he has 3 games on display. One of which I can't show you because it has big old dicks. That's right, giant wee-wees. Big old wieners. You don't want to see those. Spoiler alert, all the minigames suck. After figuring out that the key was actually only for an Easter egg, I got kinda let down, but I went back to the start of the game and headed left. And that opened up a few other areas to me. But I had the same issues. There's just nothing to do in this game. Like, there's so many places to go, but it doesn't give you any clues on what to do with anything. Like, any sensible person would have smashed these windows open with any of the objects they could find lying around to take shelter in there. But you expect me to believe that you honestly couldn't find a way into any of these buildings? It's ridiculous. It's the apocalypse, baby. You can't do that. Well, somehow I ended up with a knife, and this kid over here has been bitten, so I probably should do what needs to be done, because I know his mom won't do it. Or her mom. I don't know. What kind of sprite is this? I feel like this is some false advertising. I went back and explored a little bit more, but I couldn't find anything relevant in my playthrough that would be worth showing. Literally, there's this graveyard area, and that's about it. And there's nothing to do. This game was released unfinished, out of early access, and has received only 1 patch since its release. Let me reiterate that. The developer has only released 1 patch since the game's release, which was several months ago, out of early access. It has been dead quiet other than that. Now, before you say I didn't check everywhere, I didn't look hard enough, bullshit. I actually looked up an FAQ on this online. There's a 49-minute video on YouTube showing all the things you can do in the current build of the game. This was uploaded a few months ago, and it doesn't help you at all because there's pretty much nothing added. There's literally nothing to this game. It is one big RPG Maker asset. Oh my god, that's what we're looking at. I've seen the light. I'll never be able to look away again. Still delicious.